Josh Brolin has portrayed many iconic movie characters throughout the years, but his most iconic role is the one as the Mad Titan Thanos. As he brought us one of the best villains of any comic book movie, it's hard to overlook the actor's portrayal. However, Josh Brolin claims he only took on the part in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame because the Titan takes on all of the MCU superheroes. Brolin first appeared as Thanos for a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy and then returned to the mid-credits scene for Avengers Age of Ultron. In Avengers Infinity War, he was then actually the lead, adding depth and enthusiasm to the villain as he tracks down the Infinity Stones. Before landing in Wakanda and undertaking the remainder of the Avengers, Brolin's Thanos participated in a series of spectacular fights in Avengers Infinity War, fighting most of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange on Titan. Then goes on to defeat a majority of the main heroes as they give one last-ditch effort to take down the mighty Titan, ultimately failing as he easily takes them down one by one, killing Vision, retrieving the Time Stone, and wiping out half of all existence.
I am inevitable.
In Avengers Endgame, Brolin emerged as Thanos, falling to the hand of Thor in the first part of the film, and battling all the gathered heroes at the end of the movie in one of the biggest and most spectacular cinematic fights ever. Today, Brolin admits that if the villain had been facing off against only one of the Avengers, he would not have taken on the role of Thanos. Speaking to legendary filmmaker Roger Deakins and his spouse on their Team Deakins podcast, Brolin states that he was given a character Bible before he signed up to star as Thanos, and it disclosed that Thanos would take on all of the Avengers in the Infinity War series. Brolin also admits that it was only a cameo when he first signed up for the part, which didn't pay very much. Here's what he had to say. "I turned down quite a bit of those things, and again, people were like, money! When I said yes to Avengers, it was a small thing. It was basically a cameo, so there was not a lot of money involved. So that wasn't the reason. But when they came to me, they gave me a big Bible. I loved that it was all of them. If it had been one of the Avengers, and I don't mean this, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm just gonna say it, I probably wouldn't have done it. But the fact that it was all the Avengers against this one guy, I liked that aspect of it." Brolin's comments show that not only was the intention from early on to have Thanos taking on all the Avengers embedded into the character, but also that Marvel Studios was apparently not confident that they would follow through from the beginning on those plans.
Yep, we're all kinds of stubborn.
Marvel was inclined to just sign him up for his first appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy in case Infinity War didn't turn out the way they expected it to. It obviously did though, and Brolin was reintroduced for more appearances. It's also fascinating to see that in a smaller Marvel movie, Brolin was clearly not interested in playing a stock villain, but was sticking around to make his superhero movie debut for a more nuanced and meaningful villain role. When it turned out, the part he got was perhaps the biggest bad thing seen to date in a superhero film, his decision worked out. However, it would be interesting to know who would have filled the role of Thanos instead of him, and how different the movies would have been. Do you think Thanos was the most iconic supervillain? Let us know in the comments section below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more of your favorite movie content here on Cinemash.